So hopefully you just watched the tutorial on looks, because if you haven't, please go back and watch that one first. But right now we'll talk about actions. So another great tool that ProPresenter 7 brought into was the term action. So each slide, each placeholder in your presentation can be assigned an action. So you would do that by right-clicking. So this little menu will come up and you see this term add action. And here are all the different actions we can add to a single slide. It's pretty exhaustive, pretty awesome what you can do. So some pretty consistent things that we usually do is usually add a clear all. So if we had existing content in a slide previously for this one, but then when we click on this one, we want to reset all the looks, you would want to add a clear all, so that's what that does. And there's different even parameters within what do you want to clear. So that's what these are within the clear group. Audience, this goes where you would assign a look to a certain slide. So say one slide we wanted a certain look, the very next slide we want a different look. That's where you would assign those different looks per slide. Stage has to do with the confidence screen. So it's a little different, but you would then select which parameters of the stage display or the confidence screen you want to apply in that action. So right now we just have worship and sermon, two different looks there set up within that. So that's where you can assign that. You can assign different things as far as where you want the slide to go. So say we want just the stage, or we want stage and audience to see this certain slide destination. That's where you can assign that. You can assign an action for a timer. So we have countdowns, a host timer, any kind of segment countdowns. You have props. So right now we only have 2 props built into ProPresenter, but we can add many more. Right now it's an offering slide and an app slide. So you can add an action that, hey, when I click on this block, I want it to show this prop. So that's pretty cool. You can also have a message queued by an action. So if you have like an ongoing message, say like we wanted to say, hey, thanks volunteers, you're the best. We wanted to have that message already pre-typed and then wanted to have that shown whenever we clicked it. Like that could be an action triggered. Media. So if we had, so over here in the media window, on the far right, you have audio and different components here. So right now I have the We Praise You intro song pulled in here. You can trigger that by an action by going here to either media or audio playlist. Click on playlist, and then in here you can click what playlist you want to trigger. And so when I would click that, it would then trigger the audio playlist that we have built out in here. So a pretty cool way of adding extra media or an audio file within a ProPresenter slide just because you triggered an action. Communication, so a little bit different. This is more for like automation. So if we were to automate our lights, and different other components to ProPresenter, that's where it would trigger, hey, start the lights, start this cue, start this next thing, all done through MIDI. Pretty powerful tool there, but again, we don't currently use that for now, but that's what that is for. A few more actions. You can queue an audio input. You can queue a video input. So say if we ran video from a camera through ProPresenter, you can queue it through there. Again, we don't do that much, but that's something you could do. And then macros were pretty new this year to ProPresenter. And that's another thing. It's another feature of automation that you can build in through an action window. So again, those are all the actions. Again, it's pretty amazing, incredible. There's a lot of things you can do. And then also under edit actions, these are what are currently assigned to this one slide block. So right now we have the sermon look assigned, we have a stage look, and then we have what I just added, that audio playlist. If you want to remove an action, right underneath the edit window is remove. So if you say, hey, okay, we change your mind, we don't want that, you can remove an individual action from that slide. Or if we wanted to start fresh, we could hit remove all and we would start over with no actions applied. So again, this interacts with so much of what ProPresenter can do. It's great for creating shortcuts for you guys as you run things on Sunday mornings, but I understand it can be confusing. So hopefully this helps and clear up any confusion as you apply different actions to your slides. So thanks.